Well, fall has given way to winter, and we are heading over to Sambor's house, the hunter that lives in the northeast corner of the country, the county, the area. And we are dragging our good friend Alvin with us because I guess he's tired. He's tired of being a farmer. He's tired of just turning mud on top of mud, and he wants to buy a bow. So that's what we're taking him up there for. I know that on the way up here, there are some of those Vicents or whatever. We might hunt those because it's part of what we got to do. Also, there are wolves up here, and I don't know if I want to take on wolves with the wooden spear, but if opportunity arises, I guess. We're not going to waste time on hunting deer, though. These spears, I really hope that bow and arrow has gotten a lot better, because the spears, the wooden spears, are useless. They're absolutely useless, and maybe they should be. Maybe it should get better, you know, progressively, because it used to just be you had a big spear, you chucked the big spear, you killed anything, right? So there was no need to go to bow and arrow or long bows or better arrows, because the spear was just that good. So maybe the progression is better now. I hope so. But we'll go up, we'll talk to Sambor, we'll get this sorted and figure out which way we're gonna go with all of it. Oh, there's a wolf. Come on. Hello? Okay then. So we know there is a wolf here. We'll go and check for him later. After making sure that Alvin got his bow, we went looking for that wolf, but it is nowhere to be found. I think it got this bite in, it tasted that steel, and it's like, I don't want any more of that. Which means our job up here is done. And in, well, in ordinary fashion, let's make sure we chop down as many trees as we can, load up before we head back home to our village. $16 logs, that's not a bad haul. Got some sticks, got some other stuff. It's not terrible. I'm starting to like this, being able to just chop whatever I want, load up, and then unstick back to the village. And as you can see, our stores are starting to build up. I mean, we got a good amount of logs here. We obviously have the lumberjack out getting logs as well. And I would say we're in a pretty good spot right now. And since it's in the middle of winter and we have a lot of logs stacked up, these are all the logs brought in, of course, by the lumberjack, because they go right to the storage. Let's use up some of them and turn them into firewood just so that people can stay warm. Firewood is one of those things that you can either just turn a log into firewood in your hands, you know, for crafting, or you can craft it at the crafting table, I guess, that is in the woodshed. It doesn't matter, the same output. I wish it was kind of different, you know, if I did firewood here in my hands, maybe give it a little less because it's easier to just break down, or it took longer. Just that it was some sort of difference to actually having the woodshed and doing the work there versus just doing it in my hand. I guess while our character stands here and shows off his immense physical prowess by ripping imaginary logs into smaller pieces of wood with his hands, why don't you use your hands, locate the like button, and maybe even the subscribe button, and just show us that you also have that physical prowess. That would be greatly appreciated, and maybe I'll find you a job in the village. Got plenty of jobs, so, you know, you need one. Maybe I'll have one. since the village now has its firewood situation sorted, we have people working on everything, we obviously have plenty of food. I have decided that wintertime normally is very good for logging work, right? But I'm gonna go out and try to do some of this hunting. The next big, main quest here is to hunt some animals. We gotta get a bear, we gotta get a couple of viscents, some wolves, and a slew of deer. And I only have this spear, so we're gonna have to do some shenanigans here to see if we can get this bear. All right, don't miss the first shot. And I think we have like 18 spears or something on board, so hopefully this bear can't get to us and we can totally cheese this. It's a medieval tactic, cheesing the bear attack. Just climb to a place they couldn't get and just throw spears at it. Okay. Yeah, you can't get here, can you, bear? That's right. That's right. I hope we don't run. Oh god, I thought we were gonna run out of spears before we ran out of bear head to hit. Nice. All right, so cheesing bears in all honor, but we got to move on from this spear. The spear has outlived its usefulness. So hopefully the bow and arrow is going to be better. That's really what we're going to do. I'm going to try to hit some more stuff while we're over here in the forest and hunting. But we really got to get ourselves into bow and arrow, because this is a lot. I know that if you hit him in the head, it will stun them. You can use that to your advantage. Of course, you stun them and just keep the distance. As soon as they move, you hit them again. But I've had so many instances where I ran out of spears and the animal wasn't dead. Especially wolves that attack you. So yeah, like I said, I will do some hunting over in this area, see what I can run into. But we are retiring spear hunting very, very soon. Despite all my complaining, the hunt was pretty good. We have a lot of meat. Of course, a lot of leather, fur, that sort of thing. Plus, we have 2 hunters right now going in the village, and they're concentrating on meat as well. And the main reason I guess I'm going for that right now is to make sure that we have as much food as we can. Our farming hasn't really started up yet. We don't have anyone out gathering anything, and this isn't the season for gathering anyway. So right now, everyone in the village is on the keto diet. It's just meat, roasted meat for everyone every single day. Breakfast meat, lunch meat, dinner meat, maybe late night meat snack. That's it. It's a meat village at this point. I'm sure I got you excited talking about all that meat, and I made sure to skip through the boring parts that followed, which of course was 90 meat getting roasted, me stacking it up in the food building, the fun stuff that comes with running a village. I have also gone down into Gustovia, talked to Alvin again, continued that, and I have now invested money in making a bow. We're gonna make a bow, we're gonna make some stone arrows, and we're gonna continue the hunt. And the main thing I want to check out is this a lot stronger than whatever we have, like the spears? Because the spears used to be fantastic. One headshot with a big ol' honking spear, done. Now spears not so fantastic. So we are going to check out the bow. We're going to check out the stone arrows, which we have. We are also going to check out some iron arrows because part of the quest line, Alvin does give you... All right, we're not going to throw our bow out. That was expensive. Part of the quest line, Alvin gives you like 20 iron arrows. So we're going to use them as well. See, is there a difference in damage output? That sort of thing. And see if it's worth the upgrade now. The upgrade is expensive. And it didn't used to be it just didn't used to be worth doing it or spending the money and the resources on getting a bow. With the exception of weight. The bow and arrows are a lot easier than all the big spears. But it just never did enough damage. So it wasn't a good alternative. And hopefully it is now. It has taken a minute to track down anything out here in the snow. But we do have a deer on the side of this hill. Let's try it out. Let's see what this is going to do for our hunting prowess. Okay. I didn't expect it to be a one-shot. Did not expect it to kill it straight off. And you can't see how much damage you've done, but normally this would have been 3 or 4 spears, right? To bring this thing down if they were all headshots. So we got 1 arrow on a headshot. I don't know why they care about headshots so much in hunting games. But second shot. Well, there you have it. 2 stone arrows to the head of a deer. And it's dead. Yeah, there's not much more to say about it. I like it. I like the change. I like the fact that now you're doing more damage with the bow and arrow. Because it makes sense. It makes sense that this becomes the hunting weapon, right? And because, just like we said before, it is lighter, you can carry it on you at all times. Because it used to be like, you know, I had to go get my spears, and when I was done hunting, I had to return the spears because they weigh so much. The bow and arrow you can really just carry with you at all times, which means less work in trying to pick and choose what you're going to carry with you, and you can kind of hunt on opportunity. If you're out doing something else and you come across an animal, you can hunt that animal too. So yeah, great, fantastic. I'm happy about it. Great change. I am going to walk over here to this area since we're out and about. I know there are wolves over here sometimes, and if we can find some wolves, that would be great. It is a good thing that we don't have a lot of responsibilities in the village in the wintertime, really, because even though we didn't find any wolves out here, I got kind of excited by the newfound hunting abilities of this bow. So we've been out here all day. We've been out here all day. We got lots of deer and boar, just all the animals that are around here, with the exception of the wolf. And as you can see, it's nighttime. So what we're going to do is we're going to head home, and we're already home. And I think we're going to turn our spoils into material. Like, I'm going to make a lot of these simple bags to sell in town. We have lots and lots of leather between what we picked up and what our hunters are getting. And of course we have all that meat. This feels like a pretty good spot to put a cut in the video as well. Now for the next video, we are going to push into springtime. We have a lot of stuff we got to do. We really got to work on getting our farming up and going because we want to grow the number of inhabitants in our town. They're going to need food, and they're going to need things to do because not everyone can be a hunter or a lumberjack. I also want to finish up the actual hunting quest, get those wolves and the last of the deer. That is going to allow us to grow our village into a much larger town because it unlocks a ton more buildings is really what that whole quest does for us. As always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch the video and hang out with us for a little bit. And we hope to see you on the next one. Oh, it's just a guy hanging out. That's not... This is more boring than I thought it would be.
Egger. I can't. Oh my god! I was typing.